messages of this movie seem to be, and I think they actually said it was, you can't have great schools without great
Hmm.
teachers. And how do there's been talk about the tenure issue
Hmm.
kind of taking on the union a little bit. How do you get Tennessee schools to have great teachers or better teachers than what we have right now?
I think part of that would be tenure reform to make right now 98.7% of teachers that are eligible for tenure receive tenure. I think anyone would think that's awfully high. It's almost automatic. And maybe have a rolling tenure about every 3 years to 5 years. You'll reevaluate to make sure we have those good teachers. Obviously, I'm a big proponent of competition. That's the reason I think charter schools are a good way to go. I do think that these scholarships that we're talking about, those failing schools, to allow parents to take their money and allow for competition, I think that's a step in the right direction. There's not one magic bullet. I think this film pointed that out. It's a combination of a lot of things that can improve school systems.
And were you happy with the turnout here? Do you think there should have been more lawmakers in here to
No,
watch
let me
this?
assure you, we're in the middle of a general legislative session. It's hard for anybody to take an hour, half out of their day. I think they're a lot more interested in this than we're here today. I think it's a pretty good turnout, actually, considering there's committees going on, we're in session, and the fact that you got to take an hour and a half out to watch this was a good turnout.
And then just again, Republicans kind of with the numbers that you have, you kind of the spotlight is on you. But you can make reform happen this session.
I
Is
agree with that 100%. I think the spotlight is on us. In the past, we may have used excuses that bills were killed in subcommittees of the House or the governor wouldn't sign the bill. But you're exactly right. Republicans, for the first time in the history of this state, have the majority in the House, majority in the Senate, and the governorship. So we can't make excuses any longer. And I think that the time is right now to reform education in Tennessee.
And then the last thing, in terms of dealing with the teachers union, do they seem to you to be kind of on the defensive and right off the bat seeming to be taking a combative posture rather than sort of coming to the table and saying, well, what can we do here? Or do you think is that just kind of what you
No,
expected?
that seems to be the attitude. It really does. I actually spoke to the TEA representatives in my district and thought we had an excellent meeting. I laid on the line where I was with the collective bargaining bill, laid on the line where I was with the tenure bill, had a great discussion. Then afterwards, I saw where their leadership had sent out scathing emails that I wasn't willing to answer questions, that I seemed like I was in a hurry and things like that. When I think we all knew exactly where we were on those issues. There was no need to hang around for 2 or 3 hours. I think we had a good discussion and we left. So you're right. They do seem to be on the defensive, and I'd like to see that change. I'd like to see the Tennessee Education Association come on board, help us mold education here in a way that's all about the kids. And keep in mind, that's what it's about. It's all about the children. This isn't about retirement benefits. This isn't about how much we're paying for insurance for teachers. This is about improving the education for all the children in Tennessee.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay,
Appreciate your
thank you.
time.